Hey, let's try a book review, because why not? Science and Sanity, Alfred Korzybski. I got this book at the Mecosta Book Gallery in Mecosta, Michigan. I went there because I learned, well, allegedly, Einstein's favorite book is called The Secret Doctrine by H.P. Blavatsky, which turns out to be like sort of like a Bible for people that practice this stuff called, or they're into what they call theosophy. That's not what I wanted to talk about. Because of that, though, I went on this rabbit hole, and I ended up at the Mecosta Book Gallery, and it's a really neat bookstore. They got a lot of cool stuff, and I was really surprised to see this on the shelf because it's held in such high regard by a guy I kind of admire, Robert Anton Wilson. He talks about it quite a bit, and but it's a weird book, and I have a hard time reading it. I got maybe 60, 70 pages in, and I'm just like, man, I can't take this anymore. And then I put it down, and then I'm like, well, maybe I'll try it again later, and then same thing. And I decided I'd give it another go, and I got as far as non-Aristotelian. I'm not even sure I know what Aristotelian means, or Aristotelian. It has to do with Aristotle. I know that. And so I looked up Aristotelian, and it has to do with logic. And, well, it's like, man, am I even going to be able to understand this book? I mean, look at this. It's dedicated to the works of Aristotle and Maxwell. Man, that Maxwell, he's a smart guy. Max Planck. Oh, Giuseppe Piano. Wow. Isaac Newton. I wonder if Einstein's... Oh, yep, there he is. Euclid. I mean, these are some heavy hitters here. Man, and they've all influenced this guy. Oh, man. This guy, he's a smart guy. And that's what it seems like this book is about. He spends a good time. Well, this is all introduction, but I mean, listen to this. It is pitiful to watch how even some of the most outstanding scientists in the world are unable to understand what a passing from one system to another means. Man, does that mean I'm going to learn in this book? I'll be able to understand something that most outstanding scientists in the world are unable to understand? Man, I got my money's worth. Something about Socrates. Dang. And look at this. Euclidean geometry? Whoa. Neurological mechanisms of extensionalization? What does that mean? Incidentally, psychosomatic results become at least intelligible. Man, and this is just the introduction, but that's kind of how this book flows, and you get a while, you're like, then only do we have a science somebody to start from, and you're like, man, we're just getting into this. And I always put it down, and I'm like, you know what? I'm starting to think about this guy, Korzybski. Who is this guy? And my guy, Robert Anton Wilson, has a quote from him he always likes to share. He says, the map is not the territory. And I started thinking about Robert Anton Wilson and how he mentions he likes to read James Joyce's Ulysses a lot. And that's another book that I just can't quite seem to, look at this. I can't quite seem to slog through it, man. It's great reading, though. I love Ulysses. You can open it to like any random page and start reading it, and it's just a joy to read. And I'm starting to wonder if that's what this book is. It's another Ulysses, right? At present, in our speculations, we are carried away by words, disregarding the simple fact that speaking about the radius of the universe, for instance, has no meaning, as it cannot possibly be observed. I'm like, all right, I can't disagree with you there. Mathematics in the world. What is this book even about? And then, oh yeah, I remember that symbol there from reading it before there. I think that means non-Aristotelian, whatever that is. But you thumb through this, and I'm starting to wonder if this book is just a big pile of bullshit meant to sound good, to illustrate Korzybski's main point that the map is not the territory. Like, if this is a map, man, I have no idea what what kind of territory you're trying to model here. So, I mean, I guess you made your point. Grown-ups, in my experience with grown-ups who have had only a short contact with my work, I find in many cases that although they may have even given their complete verbal approval of the main point of the system, yet invariably in practice, the full application is lacking. Obviously, the semantic importance of the present findings is not in the verbal approval alone. When that approval is not applied, what the fuck is he talking about? I don't know. Oh, the diagrams. I like diagrams. Stationary observer move. This reminds me of relativity. What is that? I don't know. Maybe someday. Simultaneity. That's a cool word. Maybe someday I'll understand this book. But I'm starting to think not. Maybe you like it. That's my book review on Science and Sanity by Alfred Korzybski. Have a nice day.